Hey guys, Spiky here. Another rank game. Let's see what we got. We got Mark MW and CorvoAttano. It was the first game that had two blue names that popped up, so forgive me. Looks like Corvo here might be playing fairies. He's got that moonlit and he's got the starlight. They are also both wizards though, so he may just be playing a wizard deck. That is possible. There's the gold enchanted Grobles from M-Dubs. Taking a side font there. Keeping that one contested. Quick pace game this one. Crystal Golem. This one thing that's always nice about kind of better players is the games tend to be more quick paced in the beginning. So it's not so much boring. There's the Bow Mage. He's a wizard, so it's probably a wizard deck. Since everything's wizard, it's just those both happen to be fairies. So he's kind of just keeping that contested with that and kind of holding back. Okay, so that's got Majestic. So it's not really too threatened by that Grobel, because I mean it'll get up and be like, what, 4 damage? Oh man! Really gonna hurt me there. I mean he doesn't have a lot of health, but still. He does have immune magicals, so none of those two can hit him. That's why probably he dropped the Bow Mage. Probably should have dropped something besides the Starlight. But, you know, what are you going to do, I guess? So there he is, just going up and engaging. It's the banner down. And Frostfall Quiver. So now he does frost damage. There's lightning damage. And then just kind of backing up a bit. But you want to make sure you're still within Starshine range, because that Majestic's important for the continued survival of that thing. There's the Hammer Strike. He's going for the kill. Yep, Bane Blast. He only has to smack it a couple times now. It's got no defense. He's got 5 damage. Yep, he'll do 10. That thing's dead. Plus it has defenseless, so 6 damage. Yep. Boom. There goes one Moonlit. Is he gonna move he's moving the Grobel up. Still in the font, but up. Crystal Golem there. Mirrored. Slam. Slick. So he's playing probably a construct deck then. Or something along those lines. Oh, he's got a Normine up there. Missed that. Those are mostly, of course, in those fonts there, just to keep him from being nabbed by something real quick, you know. But Mark there did take the middle font quite handily. But that Grobel is likely gonna die soon. Or, yeah. See, there's another smack on that. I mean, he's gonna probably have to pull the Starlight back a little bit, but still, that thing's hurting. It does still have adaptive, of course. That was kind of always its thing. I remember back in the days when these were used for Super Champ decks, and it worked. They were ridiculous. Well, not the Gold Enchanted, it was the War Enchanted, but you know what I fucking mean. It's the same damn rune. There's another Bow Mage down there for more electric damage. Now the Crystal Golem there, of course, did get stunned by this Bow Mage. That's why he didn't attack that. Now he is able to smack that. Pulling the Grobel back. Probably waiting for repair. Another Crystal Golem. And he's still got that mid font. Come on now, Corvo. Surely you can do something about that mid fontage. Watch, there's gonna be righteous deflection or some bullshit. It's gonna be like, oh, kapunk, oh shit. Oh, he's got a bunch of, what the hell? Oh, those are that's kind of cool. So these guys keep getting different damage types. So now he can, yeah, he's able to use a physical attack to negate mirrored. That's pretty cool. Now he can do it too. There's the Aurora Inspector. Magic Beam, Deflect. I try to, I'm not sure if I ever mentioned this, but I try to hover over all the different abilities and conditions and whatnot that everything has. You know, at least at one point during the game. That way, you know, people that are watching, and if they don't know like what an ability is, or you know what something does, then you know, they can pause the video or something at whatever point that I hovered over it, and they can be like, oh, okay, so that's what that does. You know, they can read the thing. But I mean, I'm not going to go into the time to explain, I mean, all the different abilities. That'd be ridiculous, because I mean, ain't nobody got time for that. Turret team. So he's getting ready to kind of just turtle up in that middle font. He's already out Noraing him by a shitload, because he's got that Nora mine working, and now he also has that mid font. He's had that for a while. I mean, really, if he lets him just keep having that font, he's gonna give him the game, basically. There's a stun on that. I'm not sure why he insisted on using one of his other attacks. Physical, I think, would have still triggered it, wouldn't it have? Without triggering mirrored? Surely? Who knows? There's the Dwarven Engineer up here. Probably getting ready to, well, he's got boost construct, so that's the important thing. But he's also a tinkerer, so anything with the what's it called, the grader or something or other, they work with him. He also has the summon young pile driver and build him tough and mason, and he is defenseless, and right now he's illuminated for some reason. I'm not actually sure about that one. Oh, that one. That's why. So, wow, that's kind of cool. Whenever he deploys something, they become illuminated. So, stealth is just kind of fucked by that, but that's okay, because this deck doesn't really rely on any stealth, but otherwise, that's a pretty strong anti-stealth rune. He's a nice dude. He's pretty strong melee. I mean, you know, you don't want to come up close to him, but at the same time, you know, he's just a badass kind of anti-melee dude. It'd be better if he was ranged, obviously, for his kit, but that would also probably be overpowered. I mean, seriously, a badass damage shield and majestic with deflect, you know, and an anti-stealth mechanic, you know, for 70 some odd Nora. I mean, if he was ranged, he'd probably be like 80 Nora. But, you know, he also has magic beams, so I mean, even if they come and engage him, he can still just be like, aha, fuck you. There's the, anyways, there's a deploy, as well as the War Spirit, who's kind of badass, but, you know, whatever. So I'm not sure that was the best decision, so now, because now he's really losing Nora. He does have that font contested, finally, but it's a bit late for that. Just a little bit. Now all he has to do is stay out of that line, and that's a real easy. Oh, desperate heal. Or no, yeah. 30 damage to the shrine. Oh shit. He had a lot of hurt dudes. he'd kind of done a lot of decent damage to a lot of them. Of course, he's got those Grobels there now. They're sitting pretty. So really, this game's pretty well done, young pile driver. These are the force barriers, obviously, from the crystal golem, kind of locking him in place. But I mean, he's getting what? Fucking Jesus. Does it say how much less Nora they get? No. I can't remember. I mean, he's getting like 30 or 40 Nora a turn, and that's just not enough to stage any level of comeback. Plus that barrier is able to put enough of a space between him and the War Spirit here. I mean, I think it's going to go down next turn, but it's cooldown 2, so, you know, and he's got 2 dudes. I mean, I kind of think that that's kind of a bit ridiculous. But, you know, whatever, I guess that's just my opinion. I'm trying to think, the Force Barrier 3, doesn't that just increase the duration of the Force Barrier or something? Because I think it's still cooldown 2. I'm pretty sure it's still within 2 spaces. But, I don't know. So I'm not sure what he's thinking here. He's probably getting ready to surrender, I suppose. Here comes another force barrier, I suspect. Yep, there it is. Blocking these guys off. Blocking him in while he helps get the rest of his dudes into position. Now he may be planning possibly to bum rush the shrine, because it's sitting there on 21 health. So I mean, it's, you know, it's possible that he could maybe do something with that, but realistically that's his only chance of winning this game at this point. He's just so far down on Nora that I can't see it working any way other than that. Now, of course, you can tell by the damage and health increases that spells are cast, or have been cast at some point. Now, obviously, he's going to want to avoid casting spells because of Spell Swallower, because every third spell gives him extra defense, even. I mean, obviously the damage sucks, but he's going to be getting damage from adaptive anyways, so the big thing with that you want to worry about is the defense. Now, of course, Mark left his Crystal Golem right on the other side of that font, which allowed him to be in range of that War Spirit. And I'm not sure if that was done deliberately. There's Living Vines. I'm not sure if he left it there on purpose, to bait that in, perhaps, without suspecting that they'd be doing that. Good Lord. So now, like, these guys are, they're kind of in trouble. He's kind of staging a bit of a power turn to try and come back, I suppose. At least kill that Crystal Golem. He's got one more attack, and there it is. One dude down, and these guys are kind of incapacitated. But he does also have this Crystal Golem getting ready to move in on that Inspector, as well as his turret team over here within double tap range of the War Spirit, unless he moves it back a space, which he should have. but okay. There's the deflect and the probably attack now. Yeah, you probably should have done that beforehand. But, you know. Yeah, no, don't attack him before doing that, because that would have totally not killed him. Instead, yeah, make it sure you have to waste your attack with that. But, you know, whatever. I guess people are entitled to do whatever they want. Be as efficient or inefficient as they want to be. Now, I would stay away from that War Spirit with those Grobles, because he does percentage damage, obviously. Now they're ensnared and leashed, because they went through the thing. Now there's the Force Barrier, so that's trapped on in. He's just trying to kind of set up a thing where he can start picking the dudes off, I suppose. I mean, he already got the one. And he's just bleeding him dry of Nora. So I mean, he's going to probably try and take out this Crystal Golem this turn. I mean, he can't, I don't think he can actually do enough damage to kill it. I don't think he can. Oh, he got the one that had RD. Fucking A. Unless he put RD on both of them. He just put it on that one too. Like, just barely. I wonder if he knew, or if that was just pure chance. I don't know. We may never find out. Let's see, he's going for the phase shift on the War Spirit. Kind of like alright, well, maybe I can't move, but at least, you know, you're not going to be able to hurt me. There's Mena. Wow, where'd he get the Nora for Mena? That's kind of surprising. Well, I guess he hasn't deployed or done anything for a few turns. So, I suppose he would have that kind of Nora. Now this thing is lumbering, because he's got lethargic, of course. So he can't really move too far. These guys can move a little bit farther. Good lord. He's been spell spamming. Spell spamming. Moving that, of course, through the thing that makes him engaged. Interesting. Yeah, he's kind of a badass, but you know. Now Mark here has got to have just shitloads of Nora. I mean, he did just throw down this guard tower outside the font, but he is also going for that avatar. It's got 16 health left. Shit. That thing is very close to dead. But he also has Mena out, so I mean, I'm not sure if he's thinking he can still pick some of these guys off. Now he should have, well, I guess there's not really much he could have done with still the attack potential he had. But he did allow that Sepula to actually escape if he wanted to. There's the Burning Oak Seed on Mena. Oh, Righteous Deflection on that one now. So he's got it on both of them. Oh man, but suck it with the loss of life. He's hurting now. What was I getting ready to say? I was going to say the pile driver here he should have put over in this spot. Even if it cost him one less attack, it would have made it so that Sapala couldn't have actually escaped. And dude, he still has Righteous Deflection. It goes for 6 turns. I know it's ridiculous, but that's how it goes. So he's got Sapala way back there, kind of out of reach of some of these guys, but he, I think, still can swing that turret team in. With, yeah, he's got the turret there. He'll be able to smack it with. I'm just not sure if he'll be able to do enough damage. Giving him the font back, but obviously he kind of has to, just for the sake of pulling back. Smacking the War Spirit back. Moving the Grobel up, not actually able to attack. That one cannot actually attack either, because he has to go around that. So he's going for the pile driver here. That's pretty boss for a summon. I mean, I know it's boosted and, you know, has build and tough, but I mean, he's got Fury and multi-attack, and I mean, sure, he's unequipable, but with boost and banner he's got 35 health, and what's with that 3 fucking defense? That's a little crazy. I mean, sure, he's a construct, but I mean, surely 2 would be enough for a summon. But I don't know, I'm not an expert. There's a spell. Now if he had that spell, then why didn't he just... Well, I guess you can't turret shrines or whatever. He would have been just outside attack range, I guess. There's another hammer strike. So, I mean, he's pretty well fucked at this point. Anywhere he tries to go is going to be somehow within range of something. I mean, he just needs any AoE or to bring either Grobel in. I mean, he's going to have, what, 9 AP, so I mean, he's going to be able to move 6 spaces and attack. So, I mean, even over there, or over there, it's not quite far enough away. He would have to put the bow mage in between pretty perfectly. I mean, I don't know, it'd be real tricky, but I mean, if he goes over there, then he's within range of that, so he'd have to go over here. And then he'd have to move the bow mage, like, right there or something, or engage the Grobel even. Yeah, probably engaging it with over on this spot. That'd be the only way he could get an extra turn out. I don't know why I'm looking for the logistics of how he could eke another turn out. That'd be ridiculous. He should just take it like a man and, you know, surrender, but... Or, well, I guess at this point let his avatar be killed so we can see the cool animation, but... You know... I guess that's it. So he's probably just kind of letting the timer run out. Or did he disconnect? Nope. I was gonna say, wasn't Mark in MarkXXIV? I thought he was. I don't know. Anyway, smacked it with the Grobel. It's dead. Game over. Alright, I'll see you guys next time. Hope you enjoyed that one. If not, then, I don't know, write your local senator or something. I'll see you next time.